What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about a Nintendo franchise I've wanted to talk about in this series for quite some time. Well, I've already talked about it before, but I think it's a nice little history for me to talk about this series, honestly, because this is something I've been trying to work on for quite some time, and now I think it's a perfect time. You guys know I'm a big fan of video games, and I love the feeling that when you see a Nintendo franchise, you wasn't sure if you're gonna get day one, experiencing a brand new franchise and it resonates with you and you love it so much. That's just a feeling that needs to be celebrated more, honestly. I always love that feeling. I was like, will this series be for me? And it ends up being for me. That's basically me with the Splatoon franchise. Basically, this has been the Nintendo series, the modern Nintendo series that's still been going very strong. One of the most popular Nintendo franchises of all time. And I always adored Splatoon. Probably more so than most Nintendo franchises people love, honestly. And this is going to be a video talking about my history with Splatoon, why I love it so much, and also just talk about the other games too. I could go into the most generic response of why I love the game, but I also do want to talk about my history of how I got started with Splatoon, because it's actually a pretty interesting story I want to share, honestly. And this video, I don't know if it'll do well, but I want to talk passionately about Splatoon. And because, you know, there's always times where people talk about, like, you understand why people love it, and then there's a half group of people that just like, well, Splatoon has mostly just been the same. Why do people love it so much? Well, I'm here to share that right now, my history with Splatoon 1, and also talk about the other games, because why not? And tell you guys why I love this series so much. So here we go. It was 2015 on my Wii U. The Wii U has always been made fun of, and I always have a fun time with the Wii U. There are some solid games on there, like Super Mario 3D World, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Pikmin 3, Bayonetta, Smash Brothers. I always had a lot of fun with my Wii U, honestly, but I do understand that it is one of Nintendo's worst selling consoles. So they needed one game in particular to see if they can push the Wii sales. And 2015 in general was a pretty divisive year. It had Mario Party 10 that year. Oh my god, you can tell how divisive that year was. But there was one game in particular that took the world by storm, and that was Splatoon 1. I saw this in like commercials and like movie theater. I probably saw a movie, I don't remember what it was, in 2015, and I saw this like commercial of Splatoon. And I guess my parents wanted me to get it, and yeah, that's what I did. I got Splatoon 1. Now, back then, when I was mostly playing only two franchises, basically being Mario and Kirby, instead of being the guy who only plays Mario and Zelda, I was the guy who played only Mario and Kirby. That also counts Donkey Kong, and I also did, that counts Donkey Kong, Wario, and Yoshi series, by the way. So, yeah, I didn't play many series at the time, but Splatoon was like the new franchise I wanted to be curious about, and for some reason, I don't know how, I really loved Splatoon 1. I just was like, oh my god, this is so much fun. Every day, like when I got home from school, I would boot up this game and just play it online, and of course play through the single player modes. I want to make a separate video talking about the single player modes on its own, because I definitely think they deserve their own videos. But I will say right now, the single player content Splatoon was either a lot of people's highlight of Splatoon 1, because yeah, I'm always there for the single player stuff, but I can talk more about that in a separate video. But yeah, the reason, I don't know how, basically what I hear online is basically Nintendo's answer to Call of Duty or something like that when it comes to Splatoon. But the difference is, in my opinion, there's just a certain charm to Splatoon that just resonates me more. Now, Call of Duty, I played Call of Duty like at least once or twice, but Splatoon was just a series that just felt so unique and fresh, pun unintended, and I just really love the concept. Shooting your ink to kill enemies and also do battles with kill ink, like it's a concept, sure, but yeah, I just really loved the concept, and I just felt addicted playing Splatoon basically every single time on battles. And I'll admit, I suck at Splatoon, which, to be fair, you need to get good. That's just the thing. But I don't know how I love this so much, and I just kept playing this over and over. I tuned in for the Splatfests and stuff like that, and it was so cool, honestly. So yeah, I think I remembered. I guess I should also make this about Mario, but yeah, back then, when Splatoon 1 development happened, I think there was some discussion about Mario involved in Splatoon. I don't know if that was true or not, but I think I remembered something. I don't know. I just hear something like that, and it's like, I mean, I guess it's fair, but I think it was for the best it was in the Mario game. Actually, yeah, no plumber this time. I just felt like, and then Splatoon 1 came one of the best-selling, like one of the better-selling popular Wii U games, honestly, and that's why I love. That was just so cool, honestly. I just kept playing this game over and over. This was taking over my Wii U playtime, aside from Mario Maker and Smash Brothers, basically. And it was just so much fun just playing Splatoon 1, honestly. And of course, when the Switch 1 came around, I did of course get Splatoon 2, and I put a ton of hours into that game. Because I just felt so addicted. The story modes are pretty good, which I want to make a video on someday. And then of course, the multiplayer battles, like again, same gameplay, just more of it. More weapons to do, more stuff to do. Salmon Run was a very fun mode to do, honestly. It's definitely one of my favorite new modes, honestly, so yeah. And then, of course, there was Splatoon 3. I'll admit, I didn't play Splatoon 3 as much as 2 and 1. Probably due to this game's connection being the biggest issue with the game. But the single-player stuff is pretty good. I think Splatoon 3 is definitely the most active one right now, so there's that. But again, I didn't play as much due to other games I was playing at the time, and also just the connections were definitely the biggest issue, and I just didn't play as much. But I still go to Splatoon 3 every once in a while, and I still have a fun time. I'll admit, I'm not the best at Splatoon, but I still love going back to the series. And also what resonates me more about this, I'm gonna say that word a lot, honestly, but yeah, I love the cast of, you know, characters, especially the Splatoon idols. Like, you guys know the Splatoon idols have been a talking point, especially a certain someone, but I really adore them, honestly. They all get some nice screen time in the spotlight of the series, and I always love them. If you want to know my favorite from each game, Callie, Marina, and Shiver. There you go. So, yeah, I've always loved the Splatoon idols, honestly. They've had a lot of funny dialogue, personality, and stuff, and it's just like, I always adore them, honestly. So, that's another part of the thing I like. And the style of the game, I'll admit, sure, I just really love it. Just felt so colorful with the ink and stuff like that. I definitely think it's one. It definitely looks nice, honestly. Sure, it's not. Splatoon may not be this jump in quality sometimes, but also like sometimes it doesn't need it. Honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix is what they basically say. And that's just. I just really love how it looks. Honestly, how it plays. It just feels so colorful. It's like the most charming. It's like it gives off that Nintendo charm, really. And the soundtrack. Okay, this has been a meme making people. Everyone memes about Splatoon music basically being noise and like sure, but when you really listen to Splatoon music, you'll see the vision. Honestly, like there's so many songs I could list of Splatoon. It's not my favorite soundtrack ever, honestly, but it gives something unique compared to what we're used to with other video games. So Splatoon is just a very unique spot when it comes to soundtrack. So yeah, I know I've been glazing. Is it LARP? I still don't know what LARP means, but I've been glazing a lot of Splatoon, and it can really show how much I've had a long history with this franchise, honestly, and I continue to be interested in whatever Splatoon content there is, honestly. I can definitely see this. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised Splatoon hasn't been, like, we had, like, there's, like, a comic or I don't know, what was it? No, it's not out yet, is it? I don't know. Splatoon should definitely benefit from, like, you know, a theme park ride of Splatoon. Maybe it can get a show. Maybe it can get a movie. There's so much you can do with this franchise, honestly, to grow it more and more. It's already one of the most popular, especially in Japan. The West apparently is very weird when it comes to Splatoon advertising, actually. And if you go back to the Wii U days, it can kind of show, honestly. But I don't know. Sometimes it can be a little cringe, but it's not a big deal, personally. But yeah, overall, as you can tell by my talk right now, I've had a long history with the Splatoon series, and why I really adore it so much, I definitely think it's one of the top 5 Nintendo series for me. I know, kind of crazy to say, but I think it's just one of the most consistent quality franchises, because every Splatoon game is good, honestly. I've always looked forward to Splatoon content, and of course, I didn't even talk about the recent game, Splatoon Raiders. I know I still play it often. It's just probably second best Switch 2 game, in my opinion. Might be one of my new favorite games of all time now. I just kept playing this game over and over because I just love Splatoon, honestly. Like, even if the series doesn't get some drastic change or anything like that, sometimes it doesn't need it, personally, in my opinion. And sure, I can see why people would say that. So if you're expecting some drastic change with a franchise like this, then I don't think you would, then maybe this series won't resonate with you that much. And, you know, that's completely fair. Everyone has opinions and stuff like that. But for me personally, I think Splatoon became one of my new favorite Nintendo franchises to get into, honestly. And I'm glad it's still popular, still getting content these years later. Hopefully it won't be too long. Well, it will be a bit. I can't wait to see what Splatoon 4 does for me. I definitely want to make a video talking about the single player content, honestly, because I definitely do think they deserve their own videos. And also just, I need to look back on them, honestly, because there's some I haven't played, like especially Splatoon 2's, honestly, I haven't looked back in a long ass time. But I definitely really want to talk about Splatoon a lot more now, and sure, it may not be everyone's cup of tea, and that's completely fine, alright? You just gotta try it, you know, and see if it sticks with you, honestly. I don't know, it seems like there's always Nintendo YouTubers, especially, that love to meme about Splatoon all the time, so yeah, I still love it more than most franchises, so yeah. Alright, I made this video decently long of my history with the Splatoon series and why I adore it so much, honestly. Mario and, like, DK, you know, DK's still in the top for me, basically, but Splatoon isn't that far behind, honestly, so yeah. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Yeah, I love Splatoon. What do you guys think? Have you played Splatoon before? And what do you think of the series? Let me know in the comments below. Later, folks.